Good morning, everyone. We will now begin the morning prayer service with the AMATSU-NORITO prayer, followed by the words of light and words of prayer. Taka Amahara ni kanzumari masu. Kamurogi Kamuromi no Mikoto mochite Sume-mioya kamu Izanagi no Mikoto Tsukushi no Himuka no Tachihana no Odono Awagi Harai Misogi Harai tamou tokini nari maseru Haraido no ohkami tachi Moromoro no magagoto tsumi kegare Harai tamae kiyome tamae Maosu Odono Yoshio AMATSU-kami Kunitsu-kami Aoyorozu no kami Tachi tomoni ame no fuchi koma no mimi Uritate kikoshi meseto Kashikomi no Maosu. Miroku wo mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku wo mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Messia no mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Messia no mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kan-nagara tamachihaemase. Kan-nagara tamachihaemase. Words of light. God is light, and where there is light, peace, happiness, and joy abound. In darkness, conflict, poverty, and disease pervade. For those who seek light and prosperity, come to the light, and call on the name of Messiah. You then will be saved. Words of prayer. God, I acknowledge that you are alive. Within me, you are alive. I thank you for nurturing me to be newly born as your child. May this blessing be shared with all. In the name of Messiah, which is one with Maosu-sama, I surrender myself to you. Please use me as you wish. Let us bow our heads in reverence to the divine image of Meishu-sama. Let us now listen to Meishu-sama's teachings. Words of Meishu-sama regarding the passing of Reverend Nakajima, February 1950. On the day of Rishun, beginning of spring, February 4, we have changed our organizational structure. I had a feeling on New Year's Day that something was going to happen this year. At first, I thought that a change was going to take place in society, but no, it took place within our church, and it was a drastic one. I am sure that this will affect the society in general, and many strange things will occur. I can no longer work as kanon. In our Zengen Sanji prayer, I have added the phrase, to have become Messiah. Now it reads, turned into miracle, and has become Messiah. My divinity has changed from that of Kanon to Messiah. What Kanon has been doing up until now will be done by Messiah. The work of Kanon is limited to the East and is not global. With regard to the salvation of humanity, our religion, World Church of Messiah, will become extremely close to Christianity. I had thought of this in the past, but now, finally, the time has arrived for this to materialize. Let us now serve in the divine work of Jorei. God and Meishu-sama continue to bless all of you. Good morning, everyone. As you know, from today, we'll be doing this live morning services, so we all can be praying together. Especially this moment, many people are in their houses. They cannot go out. Just 1 second. They cannot go out. It is a very challenging moment for our society. If we hear too much the news, we probably get scared. We probably get disappointed. And we see just a little bit of hope. But I believe, as we heard in today's teachings, when Meishu-sama talks about the importance of Messiah, we live in a moment that Meishu-sama says that the changes in our church will reflect in our society. The changes in our church reflects the entire world. As our church now live a moment that we emphasize more and more the importance of Messiah, it is the moment for us to really, really try to grasp what this moment means for us. At the same time, Meishu-sama said many, many times regarding the importance of Sone. But unfortunately, we did not pay attention as it should be. And now it is a moment that we cannot even get in touch with other people. We cannot even be close to other people. Because now is the moment for us to work with our Sone. Now is the moment for us to work with our thoughts, our wishes, and our desires. And I am very happy that we can live this moment as ones who knows the importance of Messiah. Today is only the first day. I will not talk long. I would like to keep this short and every day, so we can continue. If I talk too long, probably you all gonna be getting out. The service will be in Portuguese at exactly 10:30, so I just have a few minutes here. So, o culto em português vai ser às 10:30, então vai ser um novo culto às 10:30 da manhã, com as orações, o ensinamento. So everything is going to be in Portuguese at 10:30. So today, what I'd like to share with you is, I know we are all facing this moment. We see this pandemic, we see the virus, and the first thing that we have is we are afraid. We get scared. And we forget that God is allowing this virus to spread. Somehow, God is working through this. This virus is also God's work. So we cannot just turn our backs and say that we hate this. Of course, we are very sad to see people sick and people dying with it. But as someone who believes that God is in control, we need to understand God is using this virus too to accomplish his plan. And God is communicating with us all the time. God gave us situations in our lives. We can see and we can hear. We have 2 eyes, we have 2 ears. Why? God wants us to see and to hear. And by seeing and by hearing, you also feel many things. When we see someone, for instance, in Italy, that doesn't know what's going to happen. When we see the news, we see so many people struggling. What do we do with these feelings that flourish within us? I sincerely believe that what Kyosho-sama is teaching us now is the most important thing to do. Every emotion that we have, every feeling that we have, is the same emotion and feelings of many, many thousands, millions, billions of people at this moment. And God is using us to feel all that. But what is most important is, what do we do with these feelings? Do I just get sad? Do we just cry? No. God is waiting for us to return back to Him. All this. The second phase of creation is we need to return everything back to God, especially these feelings. I would like to read here one part of Kyosho-sama's messages when he explains to us about this. In fact, the Lord God is now using our hearts and minds, the very end of His creations, so that we, humanity, can also experience and sense through joy, the joy of God. In our hearts and minds, on the one hand, they are joyful and happy feelings. On the other hand, they are sorrowful, bitter, and sad feelings. Likewise, there is a heart that wants to accept the name Messiah, and the heart that does not want to accept. I believe God, through us, is uniting these conflict feelings as one, and is trying to share His true joy with all humanity without exception. And now it comes, what is the practice that we need to do this moment? How can we better serve God? We are not serving God, giving joy to ourselves because I want my NK cells to be better so I don't die with this disease. No. We are serving God when we give joy. We are serving God. Everything we do, we need to have that in our minds. Kyosho-sama concludes. Responding to this heart of God, we must return to heaven and surrender in the name of Messiah, which is one with Meishu-sama, our conflicting feelings to God as one. Why? Because within each one of us is a church that is united with the name of Messiah. And we together, with everyone and everything, have a duty to be used in the divine work of creating a future enveloped in the true joy of God. Resuming, we are churches. Our churches are closed this moment, the physical buildings, but we are actually expanding the churches because each one of us, people with the knowledge of the name of Messiah, we are these churches. So I ask you to join me, to join many people in the world this moment, to whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you feel, to surrender back to God in the name of Messiah, which is one with the Meishu-sama, all these feelings, all we see, we hear. It's not just from us, It's not just from our ancestors, it's from all humanity. I wish you a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow and 10:30 in a couple minutes. We will have the same service in Portuguese. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.